Hello, everybody. Welcome to this special webinar that we're doing today. This is more of a web conference than a normal training webinar that you are used to. And the reason for this for this web conference we're having right now is to talk about the email that I sent out about how I'm looking for students and investors to students to do deals with across the U.S. And I want to start by saying hi and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you if I don't talk to you by New Year. And also start by sharing with you how it all started, right? I was talking to a student of mine. Oh, just so you know, this call is not going to be very long. I just wanted to use this web conference system to talk about this specific project that we're working on. This call isn't meant to be a training call, and so it's very specific to this project that we're talking on. And so once we're done talking about this project, then we can both go and run our business or enjoy our family for the holidays. And so, okay, so I was talking to a student of mine, Joe Lociano, and Joe is an investor out from Tampa, and he has been, when the market crashed in Vegas a few years ago, of course, he was pretty much out of the real estate business, and he moved to Tampa about 8 months ago and started, try to do wholesaling. And he decided 3 months ago he decided to try, because he wanted to do more deals, and so he decided to try one of the strategies that I teach about a lot, which is how to wholesale other people's wholesale deal, basically how to become a wholesale marketer, and using flex options to control other people's wholesale deals and wholesale them. And in the last 3 months, he did 15 of these deals, and he's just totally loving it, right? So when I was on the phone with him, he was really excited. I wanted to get him on the phone today to talk about his story, but he's traveling for the holidays, and so he couldn't make it on. And and so he's currently doing more than 15 deals a month. His goal is to get to 60 deals a month using this using this strategy, and really build out his team in Tampa to do that because of the huge opportunity that's available for us in today's market. And if you guys are not familiar, with all the foreclosures that are going on, and the real estate market bottoming out right now, a lot of cash are being put back into real estate. So the cash investors are coming back now. The landlord investors, cash investors, they're coming back into the real estate market. And so there's tons of deals out there, and these investors are buying them up. And so that's the reason why Joe is selling so many of them in today's market. And so as I was talking to Joe and getting his listening to his story, a light bulb came up for me, and I thought, what if I can partner up with my students across the U.S. to do what I taught Joe to do? That would be pretty cool. That would be, imagine, and of course selfishly thinking, right? I was thinking, okay, if a student is doing 5 to 10 deals a month, even just 5 deals a month, right? Let's say if one student's doing just 5 deals a month, and I have 10 students, that's 50 deals a month that that we can be doing. And so so that light bulb came on, and so that's why I sent out the email that I sent out, and so that's that's how it started. And so I thought, okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to do an initial test. I don't want to, when I sent out the email, we had over, people are still applying right now, like filling out the survey. And at this point, yeah, I mean, at this point there is, like, last time I checked, there's like over 380-something people that filled out the survey. It's crazy, right? And I thought, no way I can work with over 300 students all across the U.S. Like, when would I sleep, right? And so what I decided to do is do an initial test with just 10 students first, and then from there, if tweak and fine-tune the system, and then expand it from there. Eventually, if I can have 100 students, each doing 5 deals a month, that's 500 deals a month. That's huge, right? And just like how I leverage my staff with virtual assistants and stuff, I get to leverage my students all across the U.S. as well. But I can't start out like that, because this is a brand new idea, brand new business model. Nobody in the world has ever attempted to do anything like this before. So there's nothing like this that's proven out there. And so, so I wanted to start small, and start small, make sure that this first group of 10 students are going to be extremely successful with this, and then should I decide to grow it, then I can decide to grow it from there. So right now it's just an initial test. So not just because you fill out the survey doesn't mean that you are going to be approved and be a part of this program. And I wanted to do this initial test for 6 months. And so if you are accepted into the program, then you do have to commit to it for at least 6 months. Okay, just so that way we can work out all of the details. And what I want to do is I wanted to take 10 students in 10 different market areas, because I don't want, at this point, I prefer for everybody to be in separate markets, so that way we don't have students competing in the same market area. And so that's the plan. And the type of deals that we're going to be doing is going to be wholesale deals. So what we're going to do, is we're going to find wholesalers in these 10 markets that we're focusing on. And my staff, my virtual assistants, are going to then call these wholesalers up, build a relationship with them, let them know who we are. A lot of them already know who we are. But if they don't, we'll let them know who we are and what kind of force we have behind us with our dodeals.com website. And then we get flex options signed on these wholesale deals. For those of you who've never heard me, I guess let me take a step back. In case you don't know what a wholesale deal is, a wholesale deal is when, okay, I guess let me explain a normal deal. A normal deal is when an investor gets a contract, get a property under contract from a homeowner or seller, okay, and then that investor close on that deal, fix it up and rent it out, okay, or fix it up and sell it retail. So that's a normal deal. A wholesale deal is when an investor gets a property under contract with a homeowner, and then that investor turns around and wholesale that contract to another investor. Okay, so investor A wholesale it to investor B, and then the investor B is going to close on the property and close on the property, fix it up, and rent it out or sell it retail. Okay, so that investor A becomes a wholesaler, and that deal becomes a wholesale deal. And so what we're doing then, where we come in is we come in after the wholesaler, the investor A, got the property under contract, and then we come in and we offer to get a flex option on it, which gives us the right to market that property for sale. So instead of the wholesaler, working hard to find a buyer for that property, and typically they only have somewhere between 14 to 30 days to find a buyer and to actually close on it. They don't have a lot of time, so they're very motivated. So we contact the wholesalers and we say, hey, look, we have a very big buyers list all across the U.S. And we'll help you market your properties for sale and to our buyers list. Okay, and so that's where we come in. That's where our power comes in. Okay, and so that flex option is just it's an agreement that gives us the right to market that property for sale. With real estate, if you don't have a contract or an option on the property, then it's illegal for you to market the property for sale unless you are a licensed agent. Okay, so it's extremely important that we have a property in a contract, or an option, in order for us to be able to sell it. All right, so the team. All right, so the team involves the management team, our virtual assistants, our staff, and then there's you. And I'll tell you a little bit about me, in case you don't know me. I started real estate investing in 2002 after I got laid off from my IT job. And since then, I've done over 400 deals, and I built, I started DoDeals.com to provide leads to other investors across the U.S. as well. I started that back in 2006 and built that into the largest lead provider for investors in the U.S. And we have over 120,000 email subscribers and buyers list as a part of DoDeals, and you are basically one of these subscribers. And so we have a really big network that that we can market and sell these houses to. Okay, just my students list alone is over 11,000 people who have attended my bought my course and learned the strategies that I've taught. And many of my students right now are currently doing 3 to 5 deals per month, and some of them are doing even more than that. Okay, and so so the stuff that I'm teaching you, well, a little bit teaching you right now, but that I'll be teaching you more, or that I've taught to Joe as example, things that are working right now in today's market. And this is not something that that was only working in back when the real estate market was really hot. Okay, and then I brought on one of my top students, Ronald Hoff. Ronald became a student of mine back in late 2009. And within the first year of working with me, he made over $300,000 in cash and equity, and has done lots of wholesale deals, REOs, bulk REOs, owner financing type deals. And so I decided to because I know this is going to be a major major project. This is going to be a major project that I wanted to make sure that we have the team necessary to come in and and work with you to get a lot of deals done. So together we make a lot of money, because this is not just about my goals or Ron's goal or even your goals. This is about all of us creating a common goal to go out there and do a lot of deals in 2012 here. And 2012 is I mean, you can mark my word on this. It's the turnaround of real estate investing, and in 2012 you will see that tons and tons more people are going to be putting the money back in real estate, buying real estate deals, because stocks and bonds is not a very good option right now. People are either buying precious metals or they're buying real estate. Okay, and so for tons and tons of money, and I've seen this, with my own experience about how much money is is being put back into real estate right now. All right, and then there's going to be our VAs, our virtual assistants as well. And so what they do and and we to be able to accommodate 10 students in 10 different market areas we're talking about here. We're going to be having more virtual assistants to help us with this project as well. Like I said, we want to make sure this is a very profitable project for all for everyone involved. And so our virtual assistants, what they're going to do is they're going to be contacting all the wholesalers in the 10 market areas that we decide. Okay, they're going to build relationship with these wholesalers. Let these wholesalers know about DoDeals.com and who we are and our ability to market their properties for sale. They're going to get a flex option signed. Okay. And once they get a flex option signed, they're going to put ads on many websites, including Craigslist and Backpage and stuff like and websites like that. And then they're also going to email these properties to our nationwide list of buyers as well. Okay. And this is where you come in. Okay. This is your part of the partnership. You are going to help. Our virtual assistant is going to help get the properties and market it online, and we also want your help to market it locally as well, because there are also a lot of local investors that don't check on these websites for deals, and they can only see them locally in that neighborhood. A lot of them are contractors. They live in the neighborhood. They're tenants in the neighborhood, or they're landlords in the neighborhood. And so, your part is going to be putting out signs on vacant houses around the house that we have available. And the reason why we put them on vacant houses is because it's private property, so it's completely legal to do that. And so your job is, once our virtual assistant turn that deal over to you, okay, turn that deal over to you, you're going to then, help us market it locally, okay, and we'll also tell you the website that we want you to post ads in. This is on top of what we're doing in posting ads as well, because there's certain websites that track you by IP address, and so they can't let you put many different ads, and also we want we want to get like double exposure. So on top of our ads, we want you to post out some ads as well, and we'll teach you how to do that. Of course, we'll teach you how to do everything that we want you to do, okay? And then we want you to be the one that takes the incoming calls from the buyers. And the reason for that is because it's local to you and your market. And so, if the buyer wants to look at the property, especially if the property is occupied, and we have to schedule it with the tenants or the homeowners that are living in the property, that you're able to schedule that accordingly to show the buyers the houses, and so we want you to take the incoming calls from the buyers, and another reason why we want you to do this too is because all of these incoming calls that you're going to get from the buyers, from all of the ads that we post and the signs that you put out, this builds your buyers list. This program isn't meant for you to be dependent on us for the rest of your life. We want you to build a business out of this program, okay? Build a business out of this relationship. And so we want you to build up your own buyers list, and along the way you're going to build up your own network of wholesalers as well, that you're going to continue. So that way, after the 6-month test is over, you can decide whether you want to continue working with us and split profits with us, or you can decide to go to go on your own. Okay, and so, like I said, we don't want you to be dependent on us forever. We want you to we want to help you kickstart your business and get it going strong. So by the time that by the time that that the 6 months test is up, that you are well able to go and do these on your own and make a lot of money from there. All right, and so this program is certainly not for everybody. Like I said, we're not looking for a lot of people. We only want 10 people in 10 different market areas. And so, so what I'm going to do after this, and after this web conference, this web conference is just to give you the background on the program. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to each person individually. And so I'm going to do a strategy session with with a few people that that I feel will be a good match for our program. Okay, because this is not for everybody. And so, in the strategy session, we're going to find out about your present situation, what your goals are, how to get you from point A to point B. So we'll discuss your present situation, and what I'm looking for is I'm looking for go-getters that have the time to do this project. You have to commit at least 10 hours a week into this project. Okay, that's about 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Okay, or you can put all 10 hours into the weekend if that's what you want to do. But I'm looking for go-getters that have the time and have the resources to do this project, to achieve our joint goals for this project. And so this strategy session that we'll be doing, it's about an hour call, an hour strategy session. And so here's how to apply, so that way we'll schedule this strategy session with you. Go to www.dodeals.com/2012, dodeals.com/2012, and we are going to schedule a strategy session, and get on the phone one-on-one, so that way we can make sure. It's almost like a job interview, right? So so I'm hiring you on as a partner. You're hiring me on as a partner. This is like a job interview, right? So you are applying to be our partners, and we are applying to be your partner. So we want to make sure that we are a good fit for each other. So if you think that this program is for you, go ahead and go to www.dodeals.com/2012, 2012, dodeals.com/2012. And you and I are going to get on a one-on-one call together for about an hour to really interview each other, for me to make sure that you are the right fit for us. Make sure that that you are the go-getters that we are looking for. And so go ahead and go to dodeals.com/2012. And that's all I have for now. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have. So with that, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay. Yeah, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I look forward to talking to you on the strategy session. So go ahead and go there now, dodeals.com/2012. We'll schedule an hour one-on-one call together to get to know each other and see if we are the right fit for each other. Hi, everybody. You have an awesome, awesome day, and I look forward to talking to you. Bye.